Hello, hello, hello. Um, Welcome to Africa Rise with Susan West. It is, of course, another beautiful Saturday here in London, and I do hope that wherever you are, that you're having a beautiful weekend, a restful one at that. So please, as you join this broadcast, do the needful, which is create watch parties, invite your friends, share this broadcast. If you haven't liked, followed, or subscribed to our channels, please do so. It is Africa Rise TV on YouTube, Africa_Rise.tv on Instagram, and SWOB21, SWOB21 on Facebook. Yes, today we have a lot to talk about. And of course, you remember that our Saturdays episodes are now for you and I, us together, rubbing minds. It's a flash guest program, which means that you can choose to come on live with us on screen or just call in to the lines that are made available. I will let you know when it's time to call. But today we have a lot to talk about. We're going to go to Uganda and then to Nigeria and just, everything that has to do with, young people, elections, banditry, kidnappings, and so on and so forth. But give me a moment to take a break.
It's been a pleasure being on Africa Rise and the fact that you focus on African problems, African issues. And I would urge you to continue. And I hope that more and more people pay attention to the leaders that you bring to speak on Africa Rise, and that this will translate into some change for the better for our continent. Congratulations.
Okay! This is your numero uno, and my name is Charlie Boy, the area father. You're the very one of Africa and the president of all frustrated Nigerians. Keep it real with Susan West. Yes, these are the channel where they like to watch when I won't get sent.
Africa Rise with Susan West.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining. I will be acknowledging everyone who has come on. Once you, of course, send in your comments or questions, I'll be able to see that you're here and I'll acknowledge you, of course. But we're going to start first by just playing some inspirational African song, Afrocentric song. I'm going to do a song by Peter Tosh. First, I do not have any right to this music, so please, but in celebrating our heritage as Africans, I will play this song briefly. Going to play this song for too long. Yeah, maybe I'm homesick. Maybe I am homesick. For those of you on the continent of Africa, you have been seeing Mama Africa forever, so you will not understand. But you know what? The sad thing though is that unlike before, where you just pack up your bag and you just want to head home and you have nothing to worry about. All you worry about is how to get the money, get on a plane and come in and go home and see everybody else. But now, at the back of your mind, you're constantly worried if it's a good time to go back home, because seeing everything that happens back, especially in Nigeria, with the kidnappings, killings, asking for ransom, people being killed even after paying the ransom that was asked. These things are so troubling, especially for us who are not presently on the continent. But let's start today's conversation with Uganda. I'm going to take a short read. It came to me as a shock when I read that Bobi Wine of Uganda is withdrawing his case from the Supreme Court. And I was wondering why. Why, though? Because he has a lot of support and he's fought all the way to this point. Why would he, at this point, want to withdraw his case? And then I went on to understanding that, of course, the judges, the court system have been compromised. And because it is compromised, he doesn't want to give them the satisfaction of running a charade in the name of, going through the court system and then still declaring Yoweri Museveni as the, winner of the election. And so from Africa Reports Online, I'm going to just take a short read. On Monday, Uganda's Robert Kwagulanyi, aka Bobi Wine, said he instructed his lawyers to withdraw a litigation he had filed challenging last month's election won by President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who has been in power for 35 years. So what is next for the opposition leader? Claiming that the Supreme Court was in Museveni's pocket, Kwagulanyi said, "We are taking the case to the court of the people." And of course, in the court of public opinion, Bobi Wine is the winner. Everybody, whether you're a Ugandan or you're just African or just watching from around the world, we all saw what happened. Kwagulanyi's lawyer were a day late in filing affidavit in support of his case, so the court rejected them. That's the fact that judges refuses to recuse themselves due to their ties to the ruling National Resistance Movement led him to judge that the court was unlikely to give him the hearing he felt he deserved. Isn't that a typical situation on the African continent, even in Nigeria? Because the judiciary is not as independent as it should be. So basically, the person who is in power puts in people who are loyal to him. Therefore, they only do according to what he wants. And his biddings, just like it's happening even in Nigeria, where justice is so far from the ordinary people, unless, of course, you have high connections and so on and so forth. That is for Uganda. I was really sad because with Bobi Wine, I felt like it would be a case. Rahina Bello, Helindi, welcome, guys, welcome. I thought it was going to be a case where finally we had a precedent that is set in this generation, of course, in a generation of the NSAS movement, where finally a Bobi Wine will take over the arms of affairs in Uganda, and therefore, inspiring and motivating and driving other young people to keep the movement. That is not to say that we are perturbed in any way, shape, or form, but it would have been really nice because it would have been a wonderful place to start from. A lot of people lost their lives. Young people were killed during the election in broad daylight, and no one has been held to account, with the police in Uganda trying to kill this young man, Bobi Wine, in broad daylight. It's on record, and missing him and killing his followers, young people. And of course, it's sad that he has to withdraw his case. And but in the eyes of the people, Bobi Wine is the winner. Bobi Wine is the president that they know. And we do hope that Museveni, who have been in power for as long as Bobi Wine have been born in this world, like for almost 40 years. For almost 40 years, Museveni have been the president of Uganda. What a shame that that is the reality in Uganda. And that brings us to Nigeria. Yes, Nigeria. I hope you're getting ready. You're getting ready to come on or call in. So just signify by messaging us on our WhatsApp number if you'd like to come on, or if you want to call the number. But we will be the ones to discuss this issue. First, I'm going to play a short video from Channels Television talking about the banditry, and the federal government's responsibility.
Too little, too late, as it were. I mean, do you need the whole country to be destroyed before you take action? From about the middle of last year, not only the legislators, but other interests have been calling for a change, because the primary purpose of governance is security of lives and property. And then from Kano to Calabar and from Maiduguri to Lagos, we have been hearing reports of killings in hundreds, kidnapping in hundreds. Tons and tons of money are being spent to settle kidnappers. And in spite of settling kidnappers, we still have people being killed by kidnappers. And everyone was saying, we are going towards a war situation. Change these security people, because they don't seem to know what to do about our insecurity. And nothing was done until just now. And I'm saying it's like the feelings of Nigerians don't seem to be making an impact with the leadership.
I only brought in that angle because you said the senators ought to have cut short.
Yes, you had the clergyman Ehusani talking about changing the security the leadership of the security architecture in Nigeria. I wish that changing them would have made a difference. In other climes, it would have been something that made a difference if someone is incapable or not qualified to handle a situation. So when you make changes, you hope that the next person who takes over will come up with fresh ideas, new ideas to bring about the necessary change. But in this situation, it doesn't matter who is there, someone with so much credibility, someone with who is capable can be put in the same position and be made to look as useless as they come. Because at the end of the day, you will do according to what your master, whoever it is, your boss, wants you to do. And the evidence that it's not just we have been hearing, like the clergyman was talking about, we have been hearing about kidnappings, and we have seen, not just hearing, we have been seeing videos, kidnappings and killings, asking for ransom, and then still going ahead to kill the people. And of course, in the Northeast and the Northwest, not just in the South or in the western part of Nigeria, it has now become, it first was, came in the shape of Boko Haram. Then from Boko Haram, it went on to becoming herdsmen talk. And now literally everywhere you turn around now, they no longer refer to them as herdsmen. Now it is bandits. Bandits. And then we go ahead to listen to a clergyman from the North who calls himself, whose name is Sheikh Gumi. I think Abubakar Gumi. Yes, Mazi John Elvis Tamuno. Yes, we must continue. He goes ahead to, first of all, it's as though it's a comical situation where the intelligence gathering in Nigeria have been said to be one of the best, around the world, one of the best. Why? Because we have our police and all these people as part of society. They are friends, they are brothers. So when it comes to intelligence gathering, Nigeria is one of the places that it's so easy for the police to get information when criminalities or criminals are in our midst, And so the army cannot seem to find where the criminals are. By the way, criminal is one thing they haven't called these people. These Boko Haram, these herdsmen who commit murder, crime, rape, all these things, they don't call them that. They don't call the bandits criminals. They know where these people are. Because Sheikh Gumi seemed to know where they are when it's time to give them money. Yet the army does not seem to know where to find them. And so I'm just going to, first of all, I was so interested in finding out who this Sheikh Gumi is, because he's become so, everything about Sheikh Gumi, Sheikh Gumi. So I went on Wikipedia, and obviously he's an Islamic cleric, a scholar, and a former military officer with the rank of captain in the Nigeria Defense Academy. He's a current Mufti and Mufasa at the Kaduna Central Mosque. Why is Sheikh Gumi? How does Sheikh Gumi find these people when it's time to settle them with money? How does he get in touch with these people? Why are some of the elites in the north, the governors in the north, why are they able to access these people who ask for ransom for taking children from boarding schools, be it male or female? How does it get in touch with them? Why is the Nigerian army not able to get these people that Sheikh Gumi and his elites in the north seem to be able to, when it's time to give these people money? So they must really think that Nigerians are stupid, but we're not. The reason they think they can blatantly do these things is because they feel like they have all the powers. They have the power of the army, the police, and so on, all the forces to descend, to use to descend on innocent citizens if they raise their voices. I'm going to play another video of a guy who was on AIT talking on a program, who made mention of even police officers, friends of his, off record, saying to him that, of course, the government know where these people are. Just take a listen.
I expressed my solidarity with the people of Zamfara State over these incessant cases of kidnaps of children in schools. I have the belief, and think it was Gumi who also confirmed, that the federal government is seeing these people through the satellite devices, so they can get them out from wherever they are. So whatever is holding them from ensuring that this insurgency ends is what I can't really explain.
He said he has been quoted out of context most times.
He said so when he was asked, how come you could access these people yet the security agencies cannot access them? And he said they are seeing them and they know where they are. The former president of Nigeria, the military president, IBB, reaffirmed it again the other day. He said if the government wants this whole nonsense to end, it will end. So the government has to sit up. All these rhetorics of trying to pet it and pad it is not acceptable to Nigerians. The government must not portray itself as though it has lost capacity or it's been overwhelmed. That is unacceptable to Nigerians. We know that government has the capacity, and we have got confidence in our security agencies to do the needful, and they must do that needful because it's part and parcel of the primary purposes of government to protect life and property, and Nigerians deserve that protection.
But on the other hand,
yes,
you think the issue of security is not just solely the responsibility of government. The people still
government leads. Together. That's why the president is called the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. The citizens are not armed forces because they are not permitted or licensed to bear arms to go into the forest to begin to engage, except government takes the lead. They need the synergy with the citizens, but there is also some perceived form of merchandising of the security situation in Nigeria, and suspicions and too many curiosity beginning to arise across the land. Because according to a few friends I was seated with today at the force headquarters, and we're conversing and we're asking questions. And I asked, well, how come you guys are not able to track them? They say government knows where they are. That's what policemen told me at the force headquarters in a closed conversation, not for the records, but that's how everybody is worried. And you see on the social...
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Government know where they are. The government of Nigeria, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, know where these people are. And it's not surprising. It doesn't come to me as a surprise, because why would you be a government after all? Why would you be the president? Why would you be the vice president? Why would you be in all these places and your sole purpose is to secure lives and property of your citizenry, why intelligence gathering, everything falls on the table of these people? They know where they are. If they know where they are, why are they not going after these people? What is the agenda? Why are they? Is the Nigerian army so incapable of taking these people out? Why is taxpayers' monies and monies that are meant to should have been put into development purposes, other infrastructural development purposes, why are these monies given to these people in the name of paying a ransom? Isn't it clear? Isn't it clear to us what is going on? That a few people are enriching themselves because this banditry, this kidnapping is a big business now. Isn't it clear to us? Who are the beneficiaries of these kidnappings? Because the kinds of money they give to these people, I'm sure a lot of people have seen the pictures. They sit down with them like friends, like pals, like almost as though you've met a superstar and you're so proud to identify with this person. They're sitting down, they're taking photos. These bandits are brandishing AK-47s and God knows what else those sophisticated weapons are called. But the army who escorts the so-called politician to the meeting is disarmed. What is wrong with us? Like, what is going on? I'm going to take this short article read that I found online concerning the kidnapping of over 300 girls at Jangebe in Zamfara state. Shegumi speaks on Zamfara schoolgirls abduction. Popular Islamic cleric Shegumi has said he will update the media once he gets any update on the girls kidnapped from the government girls secondary school, Jangebe in Talata Mafara local government area of Zamfara state on Friday morning. Hey, oh my goodness. Like the entire Nigeria, with the entire Nigeria, with the police, with the army, with the air force, with everything, everyone relies on this one Sheikh Gumi to inform when he does find these girls. Speaking with BBC Pidgin on Friday, the cleric who has been in the news in recent time following his role in negotiating with bandits, also his efforts in trying to restore peace in some troubled northern states have been sabotaged by some people. He went further to state that he is currently gathering information on the abduction and promised to make his finds public. How ridiculous. How ridiculous. Oh, Akwe Mary, yes, yes, absolutely, The lines are open, by the way. If you want to make a call in. If you want to come on screen, message us and we will bring you on screen. Do you know the funny thing, though? These people who are incapable of arresting the bandits, the herdsmen, whatever you may want to call them, have the infantry to just get up, go to the east, and start killing innocent villagers in Imo State because they dared to set up a security architecture to protect themselves. They are not waging war against the people of Nigeria. They are only trying to protect themselves because the government have failed to protect them. They go and begin to air, from the air. I was watching the videos, you could hear the sound. It's almost as though we're back in the days of Biafra War. What a shame. And to cap it all, to add salt to the injury, or adding insult to the injury, the governor of that state, what's that his name again now? The governor of that state, an Igbo man, claims and thanks Buhari for sending the military to kill his people. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with them? Otumba Benga Daniel says, I wondered why patriotic Nigerians were extremely shocked about the recent kidnapping of the 300 innocent girls in school. The fact remains that Nigeria is governed by most heartless, evil-minded politicians worldwide. Worldwide, Nigeria is known for corruption, abuse of power, kidnapping, brutality, shooting, and killings of the youth in toll gate. It's shameful and disgraceful. Absolutely. There is corruption everywhere. I will not lie to you. There is corruption everywhere, in every country, in every government. But what is wrong with Nigeria is that the corruption is so endemic that it's killing its people. The corruption that happens in other climes at least favors and benefits the people of that country. But in our case, it's killing us, and we cannot seem to do anything about it. Why? Just the other day, another video popped up where the DSS literally ambushed Sunday Igboho to get him arrested. And guess what? They failed. Why did they fail? They failed because the people stood. The people stood up and wasn't going to let it happen. Let me play that video for the benefit of the people who haven't seen that video. How cowardly, though. How cowardly. Sunday Igboho is trying to secure the land of his people, for people who have come in with no good intentions. And they think by arresting him, they will quell whatever that is happening. What they fail to understand is, if anything went wrong with Sunday Igboho or his arrest or anything, the country, it would have been so bad. And they don't seem to get it that the times have changed. The Federal Republic of Nigeria, I sometimes sit down and wonder if the people in positions of authority have been told that you must do all it takes to burn this country down. You must do everything in your power to make sure that this country fails. Because I cannot help but always cast my mind back to before the 2015 elections, when there were, talks in the Western media of how Nigeria was going to fail, how a lot was going to go wrong with Nigeria, how Nigeria was going to break down, Nigeria was not going to exist again. These predictions didn't come to light. So I'm beginning to think the international community, by and large, is so quiet concerning these atrocities going on in Nigeria that I cannot help but think that, is that the reason they have been quiet? Do they want to see Nigeria truly, truly burst into flames? Otherwise, why are they not talking? Can you imagine how many schoolgirls were abducted? How many was abducted during the Chibok girls kidnapping? Everybody came out carrying the placard, hashtag bring back our girls. Where are the people who came to the streets, hashtag bring back our girls? Where are those people? Haven't looked at all these scenarios and events that keep unfolding in Nigeria. I cannot help but think that there is a grand plan. There is a grand plan either to totally disrupt and destroy whatever that is left of Nigeria, so that, whoever one stands to benefit from that destruction will then come in and act like the saving grace to try to bring about peace, which is what usually happens, isn't it? Benga Daniel says, Susan West, words are not enough to express a special gratitude. Thanks for running this show. God Almighty will continue to protect you and your family. Thank you. Amen. Amen. Helen D, 200 girls. No! Oh, you mean the Chibok girls? Because this one in Zamfara, if the government said 317, I can bet you that it's a lot more than 317 people who was kidnapped. Because usually the government will want to play down the numbers. Why are these people asking for amnesty? Amnesty for what? Amnesty for killing innocent Nigerians, amnesty for maiming, killing, disrupting, destroying people's farms and livelihoods. There is one more video I would have shown to you. I totally forgot. There was a video I saw. Someone recorded on somewhere around the borders of Niger State. They were literally turning back trucks, carrying food supplies from the north to going towards is it Ilorin or wherever. They were turning them back. Why were they turning them back? Buhari is a joke, Helindi says. Absolutely. Turning them back because why? They want to systematically punish and bring the rest of Nigeria, who depend on the north for food, to their knees. And that is the reason why everybody else should. Nigeria is a very fertile place. Everywhere in Nigeria produces something. If they're turning back trucks carrying yams, onions, pepper, whatever that comes from the north, turning them back because they want people to starve. They want to make sure there's scarcity of these produce. People better wake up in Nigeria. I mean, in the East, they grow their own, they can grow a lot of yams. And then it makes me think, is that the reason why they send these herdsmen to go and destroy the farms, to go and eat up people's crops, livelihoods, so that they don't have anything to farm? What is the grand plan? Can somebody call? Can somebody come on and tell me what the grand plan is for Nigeria? What are the demonic plans they have in store for Nigeria? I think there is someone ready to come on. Oh, Tunji Ofei. Welcome, Tunji.
Thank you, Susan.
Please go ahead. Go ahead and talk.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay. So my contribution is going to be a two-way form today, because we're talking about Uganda and Nigeria. So they say charity begins from home. So I'll start from Nigeria. It's appalling what's going on back home, especially in terms of the security, whereby we have an Imam, Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, going into the bush and pampering these bandits, so to speak. So we've had so many nomenclature, like I've been watching the show from the beginning. You've been saying they call them herdsmen today, tomorrow is bandits, maybe the next day they'll call them cattle rustlers. So many English flying on in there. But it's a serious matter. No matter what color they paint them, they are evil people, they are criminals. That was what you were saying the other time, that it's missing. I don't get it too, why we're afraid to call a spade and not a big spoon. But that's what is going on in Nigeria at the moment. The president appears to be sleepy, forever sleepy, and not interested in what's going on in the country, whether the country burns down. Buhari just wants power. He wants to be called Mr. President. That makes him feel good. It's just fair enough if he can only achieve that. So I will end up with Nigeria Matter. The problem is the electorate. I blame them. Sorry to say, you don't vote in someone who can do it just because you want to kick someone out that you feel is your enemy. Goodluck Jonathan is not the messiah. I'm not a fan of Goodluck Jonathan. I'm making that clear. But if you vote in the wrong person, be ready to bear the brunt. So you can't bring in a Trump because you don't like Hillary Clinton. It's going to be worse, right? So that is similar to what's going on in Nigeria because Nigerian people don't want Goodluck Jonathan. They brought in a Buhari who hasn't his school certificate is in doubt till today, and his deputy is a professor. Only in Nigeria where you turn everything upside down. So I don't want to go too much. It's clear you've said a lot, and I want to listen more to you. So I just manage time and I don't abuse this opportunity. Okay, I'll move quickly to Uganda. Bobi Wine, great guy, fantastic guy, musician, sings good reggae, but it felt like there's a time like fella music can't just be for enjoyment, can't just be for the sake of music. So in his own case, he decided to go out. He want to be the president, save his country. But I've never praised Bobi Wine. Right too. I've never really written about him for obvious reason, on purpose, not because I don't know his existence. No, he does. He's doing fantastically well. But I have my doubts. That was the same way Yoweri Museveni started when Tanzania, under the Walimu, the great teacher from Tanzania, came to his rescue to rescue Uganda from Idi Amin Dada. So today is the same. He has become the same, even worse, if not worse than the same Idi Amin Dada. So what will Bobi Wine become in the future? That worries me. I don't know. Uganda has a history of.
Does that mean that because you don't know what Bobi Wine will turn out to be because of the precedent that Yoweri Museveni has set? Does that mean that Yoweri Museveni should be there forever? If nobody else has the audacity, yeah.
No, Susan, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I have any problem with Bobi Wine. At least he's making an effort, right? I'm just saying I have my reservation because Uganda have a history. I don't know for unclear reason of having bad leaders, from Milton Obote to Idi Amin Dada and now to Yoweri Museveni. So I'm saying if Bobi Wine comes to, will he be the Messiah? I want to hope so. I genuinely want to hope so. But obviously, he appears to be better than the man that is there now. So, but what I'm saying in essence is that country needs a systemic overhauling. Uganda, like every country in Africa, need to defeat this big man politics. So today we say Museveni is going to be our hero. Museveni comes here and stays forever. We might say today Bobi Wine is sounding good. Yes, I agree with you. But tomorrow, what if it turns out to be another thing? But because the system is weak, is in place. I like to end this by saying, look at America. Trump was acting bigger than his country, but because the system was so strong, he couldn't do anything. So that's what it needs to be in place in Uganda. Sort out the system, then we'll see where we'll go from there. But I wish Bobi Wine all the best and the Uganda people all the good luck. Thank you.
Thank you. We had a caller call. Thank you very much, Tunji Ofeyi. You can go ahead and call back again. I didn't want to cut short Tunji's contributions. So call back again and make your contributions, please. We have 5 more minutes and we will be rounding up for today's broadcast. It's a shame. Regardless of whether we're not sure of how Bobi Wine is going to turn out, we're sick and tired of having a man in his 70s who have ruled for almost 40 years be there. And it's not like he's turned Uganda into some kind of Dubai or Singapore. So what is the reason why he still wants to remain? Why should he still be there? Why can't the young people have an opportunity? If Bobi Wine takes over, comes into office, and he is as heartless, as ruthless as Yoweri Museveni, then so be it. At least they tried to make a change, But we cannot allow these people in their 70s, going to 80s, to want to be there like it's some kind of monarchy where you stay there until the day you die. Benga Daniel says, 100% agreed with Helen. Helen D said, all Buhari does is use Nigerian wealth to prolong his life. He's a non-working president. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Absolutely. He is he the drama as to the Buhari in Aso Villa is totally different thing altogether. But you know what? Emma Ayel, Captain Emma Ayel, well, thank you very much. So how are you? I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well, very well. And we should begin to question why they want amnesty for these people. I am from the Niger Delta. When the Niger Delta began to cry for fairness and justice and equity in the resources that come off their land, everybody could understand that. Everyone could understand that. Why? I am a Calabari girl from Buguma. As a child, I will go to my town on holiday, Christmas, visit my grandmother, and we had the most fantastic time. Food was readily available. Fresh food from the sea was available. In the morning, as you wake up, the fishermen will go to the sea. They will bring fresh fishes and seafoods, and the women will go pick periwinkles and other seafoods, and they bring it, and you just buy them off as they come off the river or the sea, and you have a good life spending very little money. But I tell you, the few times we recently that we went to my town, it was cheaper buying seafood from Port Harcourt than from my village. Why? Because the waters are all polluted with crude oil, fishes. You can't find fishes close by. Before you can get a good catch, you have to go deep into the ocean or very far away. So a lot of people have now abandoned their trade in fishing and these sort of businesses. If people like that cried out, there was a reason, and it was legitimate. What is the reason why they should give amnesty to these bandits, these criminals, these herdsmen, these Boko Haram that come in all forms of whatever? What these people do and what they have done is only to kill, terrorize innocent people. What is the amnesty for? Helen D says, my best memory is in Nigeria growing up. Absolutely. Absolutely. What is the reason why they should be given our monies? Unless, of course, as glaring as it is for those people who have eyes to see, is that it has become a business for some individuals in the north, and therefore it will never end. Somebody has to put a stop to it. Somebody has to put a stop to this. Some people have to put a stop to this nonsense. The government know where the girls in Jangebe are. Go and bring the girls back. We have a military in Nigeria. We have an army in Nigeria. We have satellites in Nigeria that can see into Sambisa Forest and all the surrounding areas. Go and bring these girls back. Stop taking our resources, our commonwealth, and giving it to your people in the name of paying a ransom. We know what you guys are doing. We know we are not stupid. A day of reckoning is coming. A day of reckoning is coming. The governor of Kano State, what's his name now? Have finally, a Fulani man, have finally, openly also agreed to the fact that they have to stop open grazing. Some people in certain quarters are wondering why he's taking that step, because it is not in the character of a Fulani man to come openly speaking against his own Fulani people. So what is the deal? And I've heard all sorts of stories, all sorts of, he wants to run for president, he wants to run for vice presidency, and also, I don't know, these are just talks. But the truth of the matter is, call a spade a spade. They know that the time has come, and none of us will sit down with our hands tied and watch them continue to maim, kill, rape, and rob us of every dignity that we deserve. Tunji Big Samofe, I am not pro Museveni. I want him to go, but Africa need a strong system to save us, just like we have in advanced nations. Individuals come and go, but a strong system endures. Absolutely. The system that made sure that no matter what happened, Donald Trump left. That kind of system is what we need. We need to build strong systems. Yes, so sorry about the caller who tried to call in. We couldn't take your call because we had a guest talking. But right about now, we will be calling it a day on today's broadcast. Benga Daniel says, right now, the solution to political problems in Nigeria are: one, put responsible youth in power; two, change the constitution; change the name Nigeria to a blessed name. I totally agree with that change of name. Just yesterday, I was having a conversation with my son, and I just realized, I said, do you remember that Ghana used to be called the Gold Coast? Why is Nigeria adamant on keeping that slave name? That's that name given by the colonial masters. That literally, some people say it's called the Niger area. That's the River Niger area. Some people say it's called the Niger area. Whatever it is called. Why can't we change the name of what Nigeria is or whatever? And three, change, four, rotate among the three tribes office of the Mr. President. 5, minimum term in office should be 2 to 6 power, 2 years. Power should be given back to the voters to have voice in the political affairs of Nigeria. I don't agree with power rotating between the three tribes. What do you mean, Otumba? Otumba, you know that there are other tribes in Nigeria, right? It's not just Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. So that one I don't agree with. Yes, I don't agree with. We have to, of course, we have to change the constitution. Constitution has to be amended by the people this time around, not some military officers sitting down and deciding what to cut and join. Everything is just so conflicting in the constitution as it stands right now, you know, and it's not something that will ever work for whatever we choose to call it, if it's Nigeria or a different name. But yes, changing the name of Nigeria is one way to go. We will change the name. We will change the anthem. When I had Dr. Don Pedro, he did remind us of the old anthem we used to have, as opposed to this one, compatriots. we need to begin to now open the dictionary, the English dictionary, to begin to understand the meanings of words. You know, if you went on Google to find out the word amalgamation, the only country that pops up is Nigeria. Nigeria is the only country that is amalgamated, but Nigeria is not a corporation or a company. So a lot of these things we need to change. We need to change the constitution. We have to do constitution amendment. We have to somehow go back to regional governance. Every you know, if we want to still have that you know, pride of having the most populous black nation on earth, whether or not it's working for us or not, the one way to go is going back to regional governance. And enough of the center producing nothing and taking all the wealth and then giving back to the rest of Nigeria in trickles. Enough of the inequality, injustice, enough of it. Niger Delta doesn't have her oil to herself, but the gold in the north is being sold to the Central Bank of Nigeria, or to Nigeria, or to some foreign business people, and the money is kept for the north. Enough is enough. Sheikh Gumi and Co. Nigeria. Alfred Tonye Apa says, let's go back to regional government and the 1966 constitution. I hear that in 1960 from very learned people that the 1966 constitution is the closest thing that ever came to the closest thing we had that could have ever brought us to nationhood. Because what is missing in Nigeria is that we do not have nationhood. Because if I am talking as a Nigerian, as when I'm abroad, I can easily say I'm Nigerian, proudly Nigerian, whether we believe it or not. But when I come back home in Nigeria, do I really see myself as a Nigerian, or I see myself first as an Ijo person? Nationhood is something that must be built for Nigeria to prosper, for Nigerians to feel and own Nigeria, not just as taking advantage of Nigeria, but wanting to give to Nigeria. Let all the ethnic nationalities come together to create a new constitution. Alfred Tonye Apa says, absolutely. And on that note, so that our broadcast is not so long, please remember to share this broadcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the bell button when you do so that you are alerted when we do go live or share any materials. Like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And I will definitely see you tomorrow. Our guest tomorrow is Dr. Taban. Do you want to hear a phenomenal story? A story that will break your heart, a story that will mend your heart, heal you, motivate you, inspire you, reinvigorate your passion in yourself and whatever you believe in, to help, a story that will allow you to see light at the end of the tunnel, which every one of us at this point really need. Dr. Taban is or was a Sudanese refugee who is now a world renowned doctor who made a video. Of course, he had an interview that showed that he never lost a single patient to COVID-19 because of the procedure that he came up with. We will be talking to Dr. Taban tomorrow, so please do join us. And Benga Daniel says the Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba are well-known 3 tribes, as far as I know, exist in Nigeria. Therefore, power should be rotated amongst politicians from the southeast and the north. Oh no, Atumba Benga Daniel, let's leave that matter, please. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right at all. Are you trying to say that because they are more in number in this geographical contraption, therefore they are the only ones? No, that's not fair. You should think about it again. Alfred Tonye Apa says, we do not need a presidential system of government. It is too expensive and does not reflect diversity as the Westminster style parliamentary system. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, I agree with you. Otumba is thinking, my dear Otumba is thinking just from his perspective and not taking into cognizance the fact that there are other tribes. And if we're talking about equity and justice, you cannot say Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. In fact, how many tribes do exist in Nigeria? We have so many tribes and tongues in Nigeria. Everybody must be accounted for. Everybody has to be represented if you have to have a fair society, a fair and just society. I can't wait to chat with your next guest tomorrow. Thank you, Otumba. Otumba, think about it again. Think about it. I know how passionate you can be. Think about it again. Let's be fair. Fair is fair. Thank you, guys. If I continue talking, I'm not going to leave here today. Over 250 ethnic groups, Tonye Apa says. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Remember to join us. Keep the time locked and join us in earnest tomorrow. I love you so much and God bless you. But we must hold them accountable. Sheikh Gumi and Co. Please, Nigerians are not foolish. We are not stupid. The monies you guys keep taking and giving to these bandits, criminals, herdsmen, Boko Haram, whatever you may call them. According to you, not all bandits are criminals. I wonder where you got that from, because I thought that you're an educated man. All bandits are criminals. All bandits are criminals. Criminals are criminals, and all bandits are criminals, for the record. Thank you very much, WMTV. Thank you, and bye-bye. See you tomorrow.